the John Malloy Broadcast Club. Now available on live stream for your live sports, YouTube for programming, and TikTok for your highlights. And go to cubcast.org for more. Yes, we can do that too. Good evening, Cubs fans, and welcome to this very special regional volleyball match between the visitors, the Palisades Dolphins, and your Loyola Cubs. I'm senior Jordan Peckinpah, joined by sophomore Jason Coronado, and we are glad to bring you this special broadcast tonight. And I spoke to head coach Michael Boley earlier today before tonight's game. Here's that interview. Hello, I'm senior Jordan Peckinpah here with Loyola Volleyball head coach Mike Boley. Coach, what adjustments have you guys made from Saturday's game against Newport?
It's a great question. I got to be honest with you, Jordan. We came in as a team yesterday after a pretty long and hard weekend, and we're going at this a little differently. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna relax, and we're just gonna try and finish strong the way that we're supposed to do it. So. There's no game plan. We'll make adjustments as we see fit, but right now we just want these guys to go out and do their thing and enjoy it.
Could you speak to the team's depth and how important that's going to be with Sean Kelly out tonight?
Sure. That's one of the things that Loyola's been blessed with this year, especially, is that we've got guys that can fill some roles. We're really excited for Sean Kelly, the fact that he gets to go and train with the university or the USA team, and eventually, hopefully, get to the World Championships. But Owen Longcar is going to fill that spot, and Michael Robertson's going to come in. So we've got guys that come in, and they get a chance to show their stuff.
Now, last one here. What's the team's energy been like in practice recently?
Well, one practice, they were fine. I got to be honest. On Sunday, they were pretty down, and I got my phone was ringing off the hook. But I think they get what's at stake here and what they want to do. A lot of people remember your last match, and I think they want that last match to be a victory on Saturday night if they can get there.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, you guys.
All right, as we get ready for this match between the Cubs and the Dolphins, Jason, what are going to be the keys for the Cubs tonight?
I think following up their CIF loss, I think just being mentally in the game. It's hard to let that affect you, but just trying to keep it out of your mind and just playing, Cub volleyball is going to be essential to this team.
Definitely, yeah. And the Cubs a little short-handed, as we noted earlier. Sophomore Sean Kelly is with Team USA at their training camp right now, so he is out tonight. As a result, senior Owen Longcar will be playing outside hitter, while Michael Robertson will be at oppo tonight. So a bit of an interesting lineup change for the Cubs. Hopefully that works out, and I'm sure that will work out in their favor. As we are just about ready to get underway here.
Yeah, Michael Robertson, usually a blocking sub for Loyola, so it'll be interesting to see for the Pally outside, like how to deal with that block.
Yes.
See what they can do to get around it, maybe like play some trick sets and whatnot. So,
I spoke to Dylan Klein, the captain, earlier today, and he said one of the keys to the game tonight would be better right blocking. Also noted the need to play consistently and stay level-headed, which is very important. We're just about ready with the serve here. Great return there by Stewart. The set and the kill right off that bat. Ryan Avina. Cubs get on the board first. Great attack by Avina. And he'll be up to serve here as well. Cubs with a very formidable few up front with Morley, Ryan Sprague, and you have, as we mentioned, Michael in the middle. Great attack there. Successful return. Nice little set there by Sprague. Good job there. Great hustle by Sprague. Oh, wow. Point goes for Pollard.
Yeah, that's what happened there. That's what happened there with Ryan Sprague. Yeah, it seems like he was on the run. The ball kind of got a little bit to his right, and he wasn't able to control that.
Right, yeah. Serving up for Palisades is going to be number 24, Matisse Lee Merrick. Klein gets that returned. Ooh, strong attack there from Wibbelsman. Klein.
Scramble play from Pally.
Yep. Stewart setting it up. TKO! Going easily for the Cubs there. Great kill by Klein. Cubs up 2-1 as Sprague is up to serve now.
So Ryan Sprague misses the serve there to let Pally tie up the game 2-2.
Here's the serve. Good return there by Longcar. What a hit by Luke Morley. Great attack there, right down the middle. And Cubs regain that lead 3-2. Up to serve. Dylan Klein has had quite a few aces recently. Standout server, just as he is up front. Great double block there. Cubs recovering it nicely.
Ooh.
Robertson outside.
Michael Robertson scratches that one out. Couldn't quite get the timing right on that Ryan Sprague save. And yeah, just batches that one out.
Yeah, we saw this actually in the in the game against Redondo Union, how their attacks were just going a little outside at times.
Great cover by Grant Stewart. Great positioning.
Yes.
To recover that.
The point goes for Power. It's a 4-3 lead.
And that one going right through the seam of Loyola block. Yeah, it seems like what Dylan Klein had said earlier in the match is kind of coming true, and especially in that CIF final.
Yes.
Weak right side blocking, so maybe they'll have the middle shift over to cover that outside more heavily.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Gonna be a good, interesting way to use it. Great attack there by Morley once again, and we're all knotted up at 4. Great set by Sprague.
And Pally outside, Gus Wimbelsman. Great positioning there, but yeah, Luke Morley was just, that hit was just too fast, got right by him.
Yes. Lucas Anderson up to serve. He's been really solid for the Cubs. Doesn't get it that time though. It's 5-4. The Cubs there again starting to have some issues with that at the service line. Some serves that, some really powerful ones just not getting over the net, unfortunately. The set that by Sprague, another one by a little soft one there. Sprague again.
Oh, great hit by Owen Longcar, going for those high hands. Gets the touch into his point, Loyola.
Yeah, great work there by Longcar. The UCSB commit. Comes up 6-4 here in this first set. Michael Robertson. Yep, that is Michael Robertson ready to serve. The southpaw gets it over. Oh,
that one bounced right on Grant Stewart. Wasn't able to get far enough inside on that hit and point Pally. Now, number 10 for Pally. Vinny Ree back to serve.
Ree, the 5'8 senior, the defensive specialist. The setback Sprague. Oh my goodness! Great work there from Owen Longcar.
Yeah, almost a no-looker there. It seemed like he was looking toward us, but then cuts that down line. Great shot.
Yes. Longcar at the service line. Tied up at 6 now.
Oh, that's
one just a little.
Oh, great ace by Owen Longcar right on that back line.
Yes. Spectacular. And now it's 7-6 for the Cubs. You know, here's a great tidbit. This is actually a bit of a homecoming for Owen Longcar. He transferred to Loyola after his sophomore year from Pali. I asked him earlier what his thoughts were facing his former team. He said, quote, "I'm feeling excited. I got a lot of love for the guys on that side and that coaching staff. It's going to be a competitive game and one for the ages." So Longcar again up against his former squad. Klein, great work there.
Ooh. Dylan Klein seems to be okay, but yeah, that's actually really interesting to see him go for that hit. Yeah, that really sharp cutty. I got here early to see them in the serve and pass, and yeah, he was just going after that shot, you know, practicing that sharp cutty, and yeah, great to see him utilizing it so quickly.
Yes. Cubs now lead 8-7. With Vina back to serve, the 6'6 Princeton commit. Vina, sharp one there. Oh my goodness, Dylan Klein!
Dylan Klein is there, bounces that right over the Palisades center in his point Loyola.
Yep.
Fashion.
Unbelievable. Kill him with Kleinness. It's a 9-7 lead for the Cubs. Vina again back to serve. Vina, great serve there. Returned by Pally. Wow.
Great block touch.
Yes. Klein, a little softer that time around. Great double.
Oh, and he gets the block.
Fantastic block there by Ryan Sprague.
Oh, wow. No. Horrible call by the refs.
Unbelievable.
Yikes. So Ryan Sprague and who's front row? Was it Vina or Morley?
Might have been Vina.
Yeah, no,
or Morley.
No, it's Morley.
Yeah.
So Sprague and Morley get that block. Looked pretty in from our perspective,
yes,
but the refs call that out on the block, and it is point Pally.
Yeah. 9-8 now. But again, that Cub defense has been doing them wonders. I saw some of the guys practicing that double block.
Oh my!
Ooh. Cut outside by Klein.
Miss hit by Dylan Klein. Yeah, goes out long.
Yeah.
And starting by the bad pass from Grant Stewart, well, rare to see that. Usually such an accurate passer, so we'll see how he'll mentally be able to deal with that.
Stewart, he has quite the story as well, as that goes out of bounds. Point goes for the Cubs. Grant missed all of the regular season with a pretty significant injury. He came back. His first game was against Redondo Union in the CIF Division I playoffs. Oh my goodness!
Oh, and number 8 on Pally, who is this dude? Blake Pecksock.
Pecksock, yes.
Blake Pecksock needs to hit the gym as he just gets overpowered by Dylan Klein.
Absolutely. Pecksock sets him up. Oh my goodness!
Oh, I think that's out.
Oh!
So Michael Robinson, the blocking specialist, doing what he does best. Gets that great block, but unfortunately, you know, it happens. That one goes out, but I'm sure we'll get to see some great bounce blocks from him later tonight.
I'm sure. That double block, really something to watch for the Cubs. Speaking of something to watch, Dylan Klein, wow! 12-10 here for the Cubs. Klein again trying to burn a hole in the floor with his unbelievable kills.
So despite Loyola's flashiness this game so far, Pally's playing pretty good volleyball, keeping this game close.
Yes.
13-10 with that Dylan Klein ace.
Great work there. Klein once again back, and now you can feel the energy in the gym rising a little bit more. That serve returned that time. Great double block, but again it's point to Pally. That's really interesting. That's 3 double blocks now for the Cubs that have gone in Pally's favor.
It looks like Michael Robertson. Oh my God. The Pally fans going crazy.
Yes.
Michael Robertson seems to be drifting a little too much. He's pivoting too much. It's a lot.
Great work by Sprague. Subbing in for the Cubs is going to be number 34, Ryan Vina, number 2, Lucas Anderson, in exchange for number Grant Stewart and Luke Morley going to the bench.
So Lucas Anderson missing his last serve. Let's see if he can put the pressure on Pally this time.
Yeah. The lefty. Good job there. The set. The attack. The double block.
Oh,
there you go. Now it goes.
Owen Longcar.
Yep. Great stuff from Longcar.
And it is a timeout, Pally.
Yep. The Cubs building a bit of a cushion here, 15-11. Jason, what have you liked so far?
I think it's great. I think, like I mentioned at the beginning, they're mentally doing well. Just playing their kind of volleyball, and yeah, I think they're cleaning up the errors very nicely.
Yes.
But like I was saying with the Michael Robertson, as you had said, that's like 3 blocks now that's gone off. I think he's drifting a little too much. His right side is coming off of the net, and it's allowing for the ball to slip by or take some weird angle. So I think he needs to be a little more disciplined with the blocking on the outside, and I think he's going to get a lot more blocks out of it.
I agree, definitely. Another interesting tidbit. A lot of our Cubs know the Dolphins really well through club volleyball. Pally seniors Gus Whipplesman and Matisse Lee Merrick are MB Surf 18's teammates, with a lot of seniors here from Loyola, including Dylan Klein, Ryan Sprague, Ryan Vina, Owen Longcar, and Luke Morley. Also, junior Blake Pecksock, who we've mentioned for Pally. Great work there.
Some miscommunication between Gus Wimbledon and who's the libero?
Not too sure.
Between
Libero,
Gus Wimbledon and
I believe that's Sean Wallig.
Where?
Oh
yeah, and Sean Wallig on that serve. Great spot right in between them.
Yes. That one goes out of bounds. Oh, wow.
Oh, what?
That's very interesting.
Okay, well, Loyola's called for touch. Coach Bully is not seem happy with that one.
Yeah.
But touch called regardless, and it is point Pally.
Yep, 16-12 now. But as I was saying, junior Blake Pecksock is NB Surf 17's teammates with Ryan Espinoza and Sean Kelly. Great sequence there. Oh! A little too soft, couldn't get over the net. Now it's a 3-point game. Cubs really got to get back on track here. The serve. Good return by Stewart.
Ryan Vina. With a slam.
Yeah. The Vina vertical showing out tonight. 17-13 for the Cubs. Back to serve Michael Robertson. You see Klein encouraging Stewart. That one out of bounds that time. A little too strong by Big Mike. 17-14 now. Up to serve for Palisades. Just gets his number 10. Vinny Ree, the defensive specialist, the 5'8 senior. That one set by Klein. Get ready. Oh, wow.
Solo block.
Good block.
Back to Owen Longcar. Ooh, that's a little high on that one.
Yep. The set. The double block. Didn't know there. That one going to Pally. And Palisades fans really getting into it now. Reed back to serve yet again.
Pally on a bit of a run here.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if Coach Bully takes a timeout.
Okay, now Cubs fans are up in arms. Point goes for the Cubs anyway, but interesting to see what that's about. I'm not sure. What did you see? Because I don't know what they're all...
I didn't see the play. I was looking at Coach Bowley when it happened.
Interesting.
I have no idea.
Cubs fans upset about something. But no harm, no foul. That one hit the net. Point for the Cubs. 19-15 now.
Yeah, that's a tough set to hit. Not supposed to hit into the net. But Owen Longcard back to serve. Now a 4-point lead for Loyola.
Yep. Longcard. Oh, that one hit the net that time. No bueno. 19-16 now. The Cubs in this first set. So again, Cubs having some issues at that service line. Hopefully they can rebound here with them being 6 away from set point. Excuse me. Klein.
Oh
my
goodness. Great deep swing into that corner.
Yep.
Undefendable end of this point, Loyola.
Yep. Hit him right where Pally couldn't control it. 20-16 now. Vina back to serve. Levine's out in full force.
Oh, great serve.
Oh, block. Klein a little softer that time around. That one, great results from the Cubs. Klein still tipping it over. That one is going to be a little softer that time.
Tip. Michael Robertson is there, and he's calling an under, though.
Wow. Tough call there for the Cubs. Stillwell comes in, Vina comes out. 20-17 now as Merrick is back to serve for the Dolphins. That's set. That's serve.
Off the tape. Good.
Yep. Good attempt there.
Cover, though.
Oh!
The net.
Goes to the Cubs.
Net called on Pally.
Yep. Pally's coach at staff a little open arms over that one, but the Cubs still maintaining that 4-point cushion. Back to serve is USC commit Ryan Sprague. Sprague, little soft serve that time. Oh wow, right between the cap. Sprague way too late on that one. Yeah. 21-18 now. So you see Pally taking advantage of the gaps in Loyola right now.
Yeah. Good pass by Grant.
Oh my goodness.
That great hit right in between the seam.
Yep.
And now Dylan Klein back to serve to hopefully close off this set for the Cubs.
Yes. 22-18 now in this opening set. Let's see what he does. Klein, that serve successfully returned. Oh! What an absolute monster kill from Pally's number 6, Hunter Martinez, the 6'4" senior oppo.
And like I said, Pally running some trick plays to mess with the Loyola block, running that back lob for the oppo. And works, gets no block up and gets the slam. Oh, that's a
one time for another. Good work there.
Great hit by Owen Longcard.
Yes.
And now Lucas Anderson back to serve.
Yep. Anderson hoping to close out the set. Timeout, Pally. All right. Some more pregame gems here from Ryan Sprague. He said that recently, quote, practices have been super intense because the seniors want to go out the right way. He said on playing his MD Surf teammates, that brings some advantages for the Cubs because, well, we know their tendencies because they practice together so often, and they will be practicing with each other again once the state tournament is over. And he also mentioned that there's a lot of bragging rights on the line involved because we have a lot of Loyola students that are from Pally. And the Cubs student section getting real hype right now. So yeah, pretty good rivalry game between these two teams. And we shall see who comes out on top, at least in this opening set. 23-19 right now. Jason, coming out of that Pally timeout, what do you expect on both sides for as far as adjustments go, if any?
Yeah, I think Loyola is going to be a little more disciplined on the block. We've seen a couple of block touches to get some easy points for Pally. As for Pally,
we just got a great hit there by number 15, James Rockwell.
Yeah, gets that right in the seam. Dylan Klein not able to get there.
Yep.
As for Pally, I think just keep doing what they're doing. I think they're doing great, minimizing errors, and I think they just need to wait for Loyola to make the mistakes for them.
Oh, wow. Vina. Great job on the attack there. It's 24-20 Cubs. Set point here.
Loyola really making mistakes though, so Pally doesn't seem to be catching a break. Michael Robertson now back to serve to close the match. Just set out. And it's in. Great serve. And Michael Robertson accepting love.
Yep. Cubs take set number 1, 25-20. So some great work by the Cubs to keep holding on. And the Cubs student section getting really into it. One more thing from Sprague here. He said, quote, "Our main goal right now is going out on top and enjoying our last week with the program." So some good words from Sprague to start off. And one of our crew members today, Carlos Perez, getting some great shots of the student section.
Yeah, student section's going back and forth here. You can tell a lot of animosity between the two schools.
Yep, and like I said earlier, we have quite a few Cubs that live in the Palisades, so this game means a little bit more to them, I'm sure. A lot of bragging rights at stake here. So going into the second set, Jason, what do you think the Cubs have to do? Of course, they took set number 1, but what do you think they could do better overall?
Okay, that's funny. Did they get that on camera? I don't think they did.
Yeah, Sammy. Just barely getting that sign in. One of our good friends.
Can you see it?
We got a glimpse. We got a glimpse of it over here, I think. Yep. Another. Some more quotes here. This one from Dylan Klein. He said that losing in the CIF finals against Newport, quote, "This was one of the worst feelings I've had playing sports." He continued, "Although we can't get another chance at being CIF Southern Section champions, we are incredibly grateful to have a chance to compete for CIF State and hopefully get a rematch against Newport Harbor." He also recognized seniors from the class of 2020 who didn't get to play in the playoffs because of COVID-19. He mentioned in particular Luke Turner, Henry Wedbush, Aiden Peters, and Tristan Mortimer. Finally, Klein said, "Well, we're going to take what we've been given and run with it once again." So some great quotes there from two of our seniors, both USC commits, Ryan Sprague and Dylan Klein. We still have some time here. The Cubs overall are 21-3. Pally, by contrast, is 34-5-1 overall.
Damn.
Yeah, two incredibly dominant programs. This is a 2 versus 7 matchup. 2-seeded Cubs against the 7-seeded Dolphins. Just about ready to get underway. Lucas Anderson set to serve. Apologies, that was Owen Longcar. That point goes to Pally.
Not one of those times you want to miss your serve to start off the set. It's kind of hard to fight back from that deficit momentum-wise, but we'll see how the Cubs fall back.
Yes.
An overtime.
Great return by Stewart. Sprague sets him up for Klein. Oh!
Scrappy play by Loyola, but it doesn't matter for Dylan Klein. He just rises over that block.
Yep. Too easy for DK. Yes. Great work there. Long car back to serve. Stewart going to the bench. This is going to be Ryan Vina in the backcourt up to serve, joined by Owen Longcar, Michael Robertson, Luke Morley, Gets you also Ryan Sprague and Dylan Klein. Vina with authority there. Double block by Klein. Point Loyola. All right.
So the setter called for an over. Yeah, looks like he was back row, reached over the net, ball broke the point, and it is point Loyola.
Very interesting. We have Vina back to serve once again. 2-1 lead now for the Cubs.
Oh
my goodness, just off the net.
That's a great up by the setter.
Yep. Block that time.
Out to Dylan Klein. And a net called on number 3.
Net call against Gus Whipplesman, the 6'1" senior outside hitter and setter. Vina back to serve. The set.
Oh, great up by Ryan Sprague.
That one. Sprague,
another great up by Ryan Sprague, out of his defensive mind right now.
Yep.
And a bad.
Speaking of defense, great work there, but.
And Pally goes on.
All right. Some awesome stuff here.
Wow, Ryan Sprague showing out on defense, pulling away from that block, getting the quick up, and then that great hard angle dig.
Yeah.
Later in the play.
Great stuff from Sprague. Vina. Good defense. Ooh. Too close, but no cigar. It's 4-2 now in the second set. I'm gonna try to pull up our bracket here for CIF State. So if, wow. Point goes for the Cubs.
Nice looking jumper from Gus
Wimbledon, I believe, yes.
Yeah, Gus Wimbledon just goes out, and it is back to Ryan Sprague serving.
Sprague a little soft serve that time. The set, he gets at, oh, right in the back. You can tell Sprague wanted that.
Dylan Klein, you remember mentioning at the beginning of the match how they needed to work on that right side blocking, especially showed out in the CIF finals. And yeah, it seems like they haven't gotten that down yet. Continually they hit the seam, and happens there again.
Yep, that one is going to be a net on the serve. Cubs get the point, 6-3. Looking forward here, if the Cubs pull out a win, they would face. Klein serve hits the net. Again, if the Cubs pull out a win here, they would host either number 3 Cathedral Catholic out of San Diego or number 6 Tesoro out of Orange County this Thursday at 6 p.m. at Levy. Stewart.
High set for Owen Longcar off high hands, but a great up by Pally.
Good return that time.
There's Owen Longcar. And he capitalizes.
Yep. The Cubs doing a great job on their kills this set. A continuation of what we saw from the last set. Up to serve now for Loyola is the lefty, Lucas Anderson. That one returned that time. The set, double block, point Loyola. So that double block finally turning into some points here. It's now 8-4. Anderson back to serve. Some great stuff from the Cubs in the second set. Holding on to that 4-point cushion. The lefty, great serve there. That one is returned. The Cubs still cannot get out of that, or into that gap successfully. That same spot was giving them trouble against Redondo. So again, Pally doing a great job exploiting the gaps in the Cubs formation here. But the Cubs really just got to do a better job of getting to those spots in particular.
Oh, great. Oh, my God.
Speaking of exploiting the gaps, Big Mike.
From Ryan Sprague, cross court to get Michael Robertson
Yep.
open wide on that hard angle.
Yes.
And he finds that spot.
Yep. Robertson, as we mentioned, moving into the oppo spot tonight, and Owen Longcar playing outside hitter. Both of them stepping up in a big way with Sean Kelly out. What an ace from Big Mike.
Great spot, right in between the libero and Jesse Henderson.
Yep.
I think that's the second time in a row that they've been aced in between each other. I'm really going to talk about seams. You know, they're very important.
Yep. Oh, that one a little bit too much hot sauce on it. And that point goes to Pally. 10-6 now in the second set. Up to serve is going to be number 24. Again, Matisse Lee Merrick, the 6'4" senior middle blocker. That serve hits the net. Point goes for the Cubs. 11-6. Merrick subs out. I believe that's number 5, Ben Martin, 6' senior, replacing him. Wow, powerful serve there. Oh my goodness.
And they get the block.
The double block.
It's almost as if Ryan Sprague and Ryan Vino were listening to the broadcast. As Ryan talked about that right side blocking, getting the firm up.
Fantastic job, fantastic double block from Ryan Squared. Long card, good sign. Oh!
Dylan Klein.
Klein, great left side block. Spiking it right down. 13-6, I believe this is the Cubs' largest lead.
Jeez, yeah.
Long card, back to serve. Some firepower on that one, my goodness.
High hands, but Owen Longcar's there.
Great hustle by Sprague. Klein, double block, excuse me. This attacks it, goes over the block of Pally.
And there's a timeout for Pally. 14-6, Loyola leads.
Yep. The Cubs doing a fantastic job, just bringing it right to Palisades. And you see the results there, up by 8 now, their largest lead. The Cubs really turning it around from that first set. Opening up a little bit of a wider hole, not letting Pally get back into the game. Pally not letting them the two student sections going at it. What a sight to see. And here. All right. Both teams coming out of that timeout. You got to imagine Palisades probably going back to what worked for them last time around, which was exploiting the gaps on Loyola's side and hitting it towards there where pretty much no one can get them.
Yeah.
Stewart, the junior libero, back in it. Longcar.
So Owen Longcar, iced on that play. Great timeout by the Pally coach.
Yep. A serve, return that time. Michael Robertson. Let's see what they call it. Point goes for Pally. Wow.
And Michael Robertson gets called for the 10-foot violation.
Yep. Back to serve for Palisades is going to be Ben Martin. Longcar returns it. That one over. Whoa. Very interesting there.
Horrible set by Ryan Sprague, but Dylan Klein saves it.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Zero chance that's out.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
So that linesman over there really needs some glasses and a check, ophthalmologist appointment. Anyway, points, Pally, down 14-9.
Yep. So diving on the floor for that. Klein.
Oh my.
Trying to put a hole in the floor. That one somehow turned. What a play by Pally.
That was a huge momentum point for Pally.
Yep.
Especially being on a, what is it now?
Actually, not sure who hit that. It might have been number 15. I don't know.
Huge momentum shift for Pally here.
Yeah.
Let's see how Loyola gets out of it.
They do with Ryan Vina. Great stuff there. Luke Morley getting ready to check back in. Also coming in, number 16. Spencer Graves, the 6'5" junior. Vina
In there, ace for Ryan Vina.
Great job there by Ryan. 16-10 now. Great ace. Let's see if he can do it again. Cubs up by 6. Vina. Another good one. That time gets returned. Get ready.
Off ball set for Dylan Klein, and he balls it over.
Sets it over. Gets set.
Back to the off
Great defense.
and it's a net on Dylan. I don't know who swatted at that.
Yeah.
Net on either Dylan Klein or Spencer. Oh, when did Spencer come in?
He just came in maybe a possession ago. Yeah, he came in along with Morley. Very interesting to see here. Great dive by Stewart. Oh!
Damn, dude.
Wow.
So, Owen Longcar called for the over.
Yep.
Same place. Same fault as Michael Robertson a couple plays ago. I'm not sure what's up with that.
Yeah.
Whether it be Ryan Sprague setting a little too tight or the hitters taking their stride a little too long.
That wasn't on at all. Dylan Klein throwing down a meteor to give the Cubs a 5-point lead, 17-12.
Someone should go check for a dent in the floorboards on Palisades
Yeah.
after Dylan Klein slams that one into the ground.
Talk about damage right there. Good stuff from Sprague. Stewart, good work. Graves, that one gets returned. Wow, what defense.
Spencer Graves, after only coming in a couple plays ago, has had a huge impact on this game.
Yeah.
With that block there. Loyola now leading 18-12 with Ryan Sprague to serve back to serve.
Sprague back to serve on this one, up by 6. Great stuff. Good return. Oh my goodness!
Dylan Klein
Skyrocketing for that one. Levitating. A light little block.
puts a roof on that dude, closes the lights out. Absolutely nowhere to go.
Unreal. Cubs lead 19-12, leading to a Palisades timeout. Once again, a little look at how both teams got here. The Cubs fell to Newport Harbor 3-2 in Saturday's CIF Southern Section Division I Championship. Palisades stunned Chatsworth 3-1 in the CIF Open Division Final. This game bringing with it a lot of energy. Quite a few Loyola students, all from the Palisades. A former Dolphin playing for the Cubs, as I mentioned earlier, senior Owen Longcar playing against his former team. He came to 1901 Venice Boulevard after his sophomore year. I talked to him earlier today and he said, quote, "I'm feeling excited. I got a lot of love for the guys on that side and that coaching staff. It's going to be a competitive game and one for the ages." And it has been so far.
He called for 4 touches. Spencer Graves again with the block.
Yep.
Huge impact, and it'll be great to see him starting on varsity next year.
Yes.
The Loyola fan base knows they got a good middle coming in.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh wow, double block, great defense. Keeping it alive. Oh.
Calling a lift on, I think, Michael Robertson. Not sure about that one.
Wow.
But,
been a lot of questionable calls this evening, I will say that. But, c'est la vie. That time, undoubtedly a net, and point goes for the Cubs.
So it'll be interesting to ask the refs if we can after the game how much they were paid by Pally for some of these calls. But Dylan Klein back to serve now.
Yep.
Leading 21-13.
Really doing it all tonight. That's out. And point for the Cubs. 3 away from taking set number 2. Once again, if the Cubs pull out a win tonight, they would face the winner of Tesoro and Cathedral from they would face either Cathedral Catholic from San Diego, the 3 seed, or the 6 seed, Tesoro from Orange County, Thursday here at Levy. So we will see what happens.
Incredible serve, you missed it, by Dylan Klein. Little soft one, but great placement right on the line.
Yep. Klein has been doing a spectacular job.
Blocking Ryan Sprague is there.
Yep.
Ooh, a bad set.
Michael able to get it over. Great job that time. Point goes for the Cubs.
Number 15 on Pally. James Rockwell. Looks like the oppo for Pally. Scared of that block. Spencer Gray is coming in.
Yeah.
Already gotten a few blocks this game and hits that one into the net. Now game point for Loyola. Oh my! Ooh. Dylan Klein goes for it. Like the aggressiveness, but just floats that one out.
That outside that time. Coming in for Pally, re-emerging is number 24, Matisse Lee Merrick. Exiting, number 6, Hunter Martinez. And once again, the Cubs dominate this set, 25-14. Some great stuff from Dylan Klein,
Seems
Ryan
like Loyola's
Sprague.
really starting to find their groove here.
Yep. We're on. All right. So it's been an entertaining first couple of sets here for the Cubs, taking both of them 25-20 and 25-14.
Easy, dog.
Look for them to go for the sweep, hopefully. But the Cubs just dominant.
Loyola, really coming into their own, finding their groove after losing in the semis.
Yeah.
The CIF finals.
Yes.
Yeah,
the Cubs are really motivated, not just by their loss to Newport over the weekend, but in last year's regionals, falling to rivals Miracosta. Dylan Klein said in a March LA Times article that that's been a huge motivator for them this year. And surely,
I was at that CIF finals game where they took the loss in 5 to Newport, and you could tell it really resonated with them. Deeply affected, watching them walk to the bus. You could tell that this was going to be a big motivator here in the state. And,
absolutely, And what are some of the changes that you've noticed from tonight compared to Saturday?
I think the passing has been much better. Great performance by Grant Stewart tonight.
Real bounce back.
Dylan Klein being a little more aggressive on offense. And I cannot emphasize enough how much better their passing is.
Yes.
Tonight, I bet that's something Coach Boley worked on with them. Yeah, their blocking has been much better too, especially on the outside. Great to see coming into the state tournament.
Absolutely. And some of the keys again, reminding you what Dylan told me earlier today, were to play consistently, stay level-headed. They've been doing a great job with both those things. Continuously score. We've seen them go on quite a few runs. Get the middle going. They've been doing a good job of that. As you said, better passing. They've been doing an excellent job of that tonight. And better at right blocking. Equally excellent. Great bounce back in both of those aspects tonight compared to Saturday. So just under 30 seconds away from the start of the third set. Cubs hoping that the journey continues. And I'm sure all the players, the seniors in particular, will be trying to stay in the moment and cherishing each moment that they have in their last week with the Loyola Volleyball program. I'm sure that is something that Ryan Sprague emphasized earlier today. Just trying to go out the right way, and hopefully it works out in their favor.
Okay, I don't know where Grant was. Oh no, Grant changed out of his jersey. So Dustin Steinbeck, he had come in to replace Grant throughout the regular season.
Yep.
And now he is back in his libero jersey and is playing this third set against Pali.
Yep.
And fuck, he gets aced on the very first one.
An ace to start things off. Not what you want, but it is what it is. Wait for the Cubs to bounce back from that one.
Oh damn, Cortez Guillermo also in to replace Ryan Sprague. And, oh my god, a lot of subs. I completely missed that.
Goodness.
Who is that?
Reno, oh my goodness. Wow. Huh.
Lucas Anderson also coming in to replace Michael Robertson. So a lot of changes. Let's see how they go, especially with Cortez.
Yeah. Cortez, I remember against the Costa game, he had a lot of really good serves. Reno a little softer that time around. That one.
Great set.
Great block that time.
Dylan Kawan with a slap.
Who else? DK doing a great job. It's Cubs still trail 2-1, but still great effort nonetheless.
Overpass.
Oh my
and
goodness.
Ryan Vita's there. Little tip back and gets the point.
Yep, Cubs tying up 2-2. Fantastic defense from the Cubs. That's really been a theme tonight. Between the double blocking, the absolute unbelievable athleticism we've seen from the front. Some great things to watch. Speaking of defense, those in Pali's favor that time, but valiant effort on that double block for the Cubs. 3-2 right now, entering for Pali.
Can't really put my finger on it, but Pali coming out with a lot more energy this set, taking the lead against Loyola, 2-3.
Yes, it's Christopher Petit, 6'2", junior middle blocker. Oh my goodness, great work there.
Yikes.
From Dustin Steinbeck.
Dustin Steinbeck getting the lucky kill on the overpass.
Tie it up at 3. Vina back to serve. Vina.
Great pass.
Oh!
The setter Jason wanted to is this.
Great pec sock.
Yeah, great pec sock. Great vision to see that open spot. Takes advantage of perfect pass.
Yep.
That's the point.
So Pali, as you said, bringing a different energy this time around, taking that 4-3 lead. Steinbeck returns it. Guillermo. Oh, wow. Huh. Very interesting there.
Not the best set from Cortez, but you can't really put that on him, you know. It's a bad pass, bad play.
Yeah.
I think Owen Longcar needs to be a little more disciplined with that. Wait, what? No way. They got a yellow card for something. That's L's.
Oof.
But yeah, Owen Longcar needs to handle that one a little better, I think.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That guy taking it right to the chest.
Lucas Anderson gets the swing down line.
Unbelievable stuff. Emotional damage. And negative damage coming from the Cubs. Entering for Loyola.
Oh, Jake Gosser.
Jake Gosser.
I think one of his first appearances.
First in a while at least.
Yeah, for varsity, and he gets a great serve in.
Yeah. Gosser, an excellent serve. Great defense once again.
Owen Longcar. I didn't see Owen Longcar or Spencer Graves get that.
Yep.
That's that walk.
Great stuff.
So seeing the two incoming setters for next year's varsity, interesting to see who will start next year between Jay Gosser and Cortez Guillermo.
Yep. Gosser, the 5'11 junior. Last time I saw him at least was against Notre Dame. He had a great stretch of serves that time around. That one a little too much hot sauce on it from number 3, Gus Wibbelsman, the 6'1 senior outside hitter and setter. Tied up at 6 here in this third set. Longcar delivering the heat.
Oh, and he gets the ace.
Great ace there. Hit right to the stands up in the third row.
All the Pally fans trying to get into his head, but Owen Longcar unfazed with a great serve down line.
Yep. Some real ice at his veins there. Great stuff. 7-6 lead now for the Cubs. Oh my goodness. That one got returned somehow.
Yeah, Jake Gosser, the big
Klein.
Oh my God, how did he do that?
Oh wow. Oh, over.
What?
Very interesting call there.
Wait. What? I don't know who they got called on an over or an under. I have no idea what happened. Well, Point Pally, yeah, tied 7-7.
5'11" sophomore Pierce Bergstein, number 12, just came in.
That's John Hoffman. Right?
Yeah, that attack hit the net. 8-7.
John
now.
Hoffman sees the open court, tries to go for it, but just a little too low in the net.
Wow, Jay Hoff just came in. Wow. So Cubs fans got what they wanted. That one's going to be hitting the net. Hitting the net, and it's tied up at 8.
Spencer Graves.
Graves back to serve. Vina coming in now for Dustin Steinbeck. Oh my goodness! That's some butterfingers or something? Wow!
Right through the hands of Augusto Wimbledon.
Yep.
Takes L's on that serve from Spencer Graves.
Yep. Graves exposing Wimbledon's butterfingers that time around. But that time that got returned.
Oh, that's a low set, and he.
Oh, very low set. Somehow returned by Klein.
When Klein gets the pancake.
Double
What defense!
Unbelievable.
Straight down.
Yep. Big V doing a fantastic job. Cubs bouncing back nicely. 10-8.
Two great plays from Loyola seniors right there, and leading 10 here in the third set.
Yep. Graves. Oh, God, passed it on the rug that time around.
Dylan Klein not quite pressing enough there. Yeah, you can see on his face. He knows that one got right by him.
Yep.
And Coach Boley giving a little sideline advice to Dylan Klein as how to not let that happen.
Yep. Hoffman, the 6'2" senior.
Dylan Klein OT over the Pally block.
Yep.
Nothing they can do there.
Unguardable stuff. Back to serve the sophomore Cortez Guillermo.
Yes, doing pretty well in the serving pass that I had seen earlier.
Yep.
Let's see if this can translate into the match.
It's 11-9. Oh,
It doesn't. So he serves into the net.
not that
Point
time.
Pally.
Yeah. A little short that time around. It's 11-10 in this third set. That time also
so
with the
we're
net.
seeing absolutely nothing but missed serves this third set. Hopefully
Yep.
Dylan Klein is able to break this streak.
I'm sure he will. We shall see how it goes. Klein looking to deliver some momentum. Let's see what damage he does here.
Great serve. Great pass.
Yeah.
Oh,
Great
block
defense.
from
Wow.
Ryan Vina back out to the outside, and it's
Yes. Oh, wow, that was in.
Gus Wimbledon threads the needle between the pin and the Loyola block, right on that line.
Yep.
Cortez thinking that was out, and a great point from Valley.
1 point game here, 12-11. But for Vina, no, it's going to be Lucas out of bounds. Point for the Cubs.
Now Ryan Vino that serve, and Spencer Grave into the middle spot.
Yep, Graves replacing Steinbeck. Nice little jog over to the bench. He's been doing a great job as a libero tonight. Oh.
So another missed serve this set.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Well, it's Pally back serve.
13-12. That one gets over. Oh, Hoffman.
And Spencer Graves.
Oh, Graves, excuse me.
Graves.
Fantastic stuff. Speaking of, speaking of which, John Hoffman, and trying to see who else is coming in, if they can.
Now Jake Gosser back to serve.
Replacing Cortez Guillermo and Lucas
so very
Anderson.
interesting. Looks like Loyola's running a 6-2. Oh, hold up.
Huh.
Maybe this is what they're going to go with next year.
Ooh.
They could go with the 6-2 with both setters and then just bring in 2 oppas.
Oh my goodness, what a recovery!
Dylan Klein and Owen Longcar with the incredible defensive play.
Oh. So close. So close. Yeah. Very valiant effort on the defensive side, but unfortunately just not that time for the Cubs. What? You still gotta watch out for that double block though. It can be lethal at times.
God.
Oh.
So many missed serves this set.
The service line has something against both teams. I don't know what it is.
No, let's just say it's the light or something.
Yeah.
It's getting their eyes.
Point goes for the Cubs.
Calling a net on Pally. What?
Interesting.
Oh, or an under. I don't know. Either an under or net on Pally.
Yeah.
Point Loyola now leading 16-13.
Yeah.
In this closing set.
A lot of head scratching calls tonight, but it is what it is. That one hit the roof. Thankfully, the tile did not fall.
Yeah. What game was that?
That was against Redondo. Fantastic stuff from, I mean, either Jake Gosser or John Hoffman. Yep. Jay Hoff giving the fans a show. Fantastic stuff there from the 6'2 senior. The Cubs' depth is really showing tonight. Again, that was a point of emphasis from both Coach Burley and Dylan Klein.
Okay. You know what? I'm okay with that, Mr. Oh, you still got it?
No, go ahead.
Okay, I'm okay with that, Mr. Owen Longcar. You know, he was going for it. It was going to be a great spot.
Yep.
Right in that line corner, but yeah, just a little too low. So that miss is acceptable.
Yeah.
That's good. You want to see your players going for it behind the service line.
Absolutely, yes. That one just barely gets over the net. Jay Hoff, no, Spencer Graves. Fantastic stuff. Great time there from Jake Gosser. 18-14 now in this set. Up to serve for Loyola is Jake Gosser.
Spencer Graves.
Spencer Graves.
No, you're good.
Goodness, my bad. That one just barely out. Coming in for Palisades is number 9, Emmett Whitaker, the 5'11 sophomore oppo, replacing, I believe that was number 6, Hunter Martinez, who has certainly made an impact tonight at 6'4 senior.
Oh, great serve. Overpass. Yikes. Dysfunctional play.
Oh, Klein blocked that time.
Great cover by
Hoffman.
Good cover by Alone.
Good recovery there. Double block.
Oh!
So close.
Off the block, and a sticky set from Dylan Klein gives Pally the point.
Yep. 18-16 now. Very, very tight contest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look for an update on that other game. Right after Klein.
Oh, great up. And it's called
point
double.
goes for the Cubs. Fantastic stuff. Let me look for an update on
Okay, so
Tesoro.
Lucas Anderson and Cortez Guillermo coming back in to the game. And yeah, now that I'm looking at it, I can't believe I didn't realize this before, but this is very likely the what we'll see in terms of the system for next year. 16 with Cortez and Jake.
Oh, what an ace by Cortez Guillermo.
And Cortez avenging himself after his last missed serve, causing a timeout from Pally.
Yep. Apologies, we're trying to look for an update on the other game, Tesoro versus Cathedral Catholic. Can't seem to find any. So maybe they play another day. or something going on, but I just can't find an update. Nonetheless, Cubs up 20-16, coming out of that Palisades timeout here. Very tight match, a lot closer than the other sets earlier. Very different from the staunch domination we saw from Loyola out of the second set. Great defense there. Oh, could not get there in time.
Yeah,
Valiant
it's a decent
effort.
block touch. Dustin Seibeck was there, but just could not quite.
Yep. But we still have seen some fantastic hustle plays from the Cubs tonight. Just doing whatever they can to keep the ball in play. Longcar gets that now. Oh!
Great. Actually, that's a great hit. Oh. But,
All right.
Yeah, I think the biggest takeaway for the Loyola fans this season is that they're not going away. You know, there may be quite a few seniors, but we have quite a few good backups here.
Yep.
And Loyola varsity is going to continue to dominate.
Absolutely, yes. We're over past that time. Good block. Good recovery. Lucas. A little softer that time around. Great volley. It's unbelievable stuff.
Line and Ryan Vina, the two Loyola seniors, combining for a bounce block against Gus Wimbledon.
Yes.
Gus?
One of their teammates, I believe. Yes. Again, they're one of their MB Surf teammates.
Now coming in for Jack Furring, playing on SCVC with Jake Gosser and I think another kid.
Dylan Klein going to the bench. Jack fielding in for the Cubs. That time, again, Pally doing a fantastic job exploiting the gaps for the Cubs.
So this is a great opportunity for the rising starters on varsity.
Yes.
It's a very close game, 21-19, great pressure situation. So yes, it's some good experience for them.
Absolutely, yes. The future, again. Longcar, the set. Oh, out of bounds, yes sir. Point guards for the Cubs. So yes, the future looking very, very bright for Loyola Volleyball, of course. The program is in unbelievable hands with some of our guys, with quite a few of these underclassmen. And great stuff there from Vina. A little softer that time. Guillermo, Vino, Anderson. Oh!
Lucas Anderson forcing that one through the block. He will not be denied. And it is 20. Oh my God! Emmett Martin is coming in. The sophomore to replace Owen Longcar.
Yes. The Cubs' depth crucial tonight, and we're seeing it with a few new faces that certainly are not new to the Loyola community, it looks like. Great to see some of the young guys getting some run here. Vina, great job there. Diving on the floor. Great defense to Norvell. Oh well, it's 23-20. Are they calling a timeout? No, I heard a whistle, but yeah, point goes to Pally, 23-20. Third set. Dolphins making it a little too close. Oh, wow.
Bad pass from Jack Furring allows Pally to close the lead to 2.
Yep. Cubs really need to get back into it here.
So sets outside to Emmett Martin. Little behind him.
That attack. Straight to the back. No question.
And it was a timeout for Loyola.
Timeout taken by Loyola.
You know, I really like Coach Boley's decision to not pull the players in for the starters. You know?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd say this is exactly what you want. You know, a lot of pressure on on guys you want to condition for varsity next year.
Oh yeah.
So 23-22, perfect situation, and let's see how they come out.
Yes, absolutely.
And try to close out this match.
Yeah. Did you have the opportunity to play with any of the underclassmen in years past, or?
Okay, let's see. 33, Emmett Martin. He was on my JV team this year. Cortez Guillermo. I played with him on the freshman team last year, and he was my beach partner for a little bit.
Wow, nice.
Last summer.
Cool.
And then I would have played with a couple of the guys on JV last year.
Dope.
So, yeah.
So I'm sure we can expect a lot of great things from these guys next year. You've seen how they work, and I'm sure they're going to carry that work ethic with them next year.
Lucas
And
Anderson
then it's an
off the
attack
tape, and he gets it.
right off the noggin.
Game points.
Great job. All right, one away from set point here.
All right, Jake
Cubs.
Gosser, the junior setter for Loyola, hoping to close out this tight set and match.
Yep. All right, Cubs fans on their feet.
One's up from
For
Loyola.
a chance to move on in the regionals. Let's see what happens. Gosser's serve is returned.
Oh,
What a hit! Right to the scoring table. All right. Cali trying to steal a set here. 24-23.
again, we saw that back lob come in and work last time. They run it again, and it works again
Yep.
for Pali. Now just down one.
Great return.
Evan Martin gets blocked. He wings it though. Tip. Right up.
Great resilience.
To keep.
Watch out.
Set.
And it's in.
In that
The Cubs
over.
move on. Sweet victory. The temporary war, as Dylan described it, between the Cubs and their friends on the other side is over. And the Cubs move on in regionals, facing either Cathedral Catholic or Tesoro. This one in the refrigerator, some fantastic stuff. What a game. Cubs take it 25-23. I'm senior Jordan Peccalinowan. He is sophomore Jason Coronado. Signing off. Have a fantastic evening. We will see you all on Thursday.
Cubs.